Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to discuss prep centres. So are you currently using one, or are you considering using one? Thinking perhaps it'll make things easier for you, maybe free up more time that you could put into doing your sourcing or even private label. Now, I'm not currently using a prep centre myself, but I thought it was definitely worth looking into, doing the research, just so I have all that information available if and when I do decide to make that move. Now, there is potentially a lot of things to weigh up, so I've had a look online, done a little bit of research and wanted to share with you what I found. So firstly, for those of you new to the channel, this is Destination FBA and my name is Emma. So I upload these videos on a regular basis just so I can share my journey as an Amazon FBA seller and any knowledge, things I've learned along the way that may help you if you're just getting started. So let's start by looking at what a prep centre actually is and what it can do for us. So a prep centre is a third-party fulfilment service where you can send your inventory directly from your supplier. The prep centre will then inspect, prepare and ship your goods direct to Amazon's fulfilment centres, meaning you do not need to touch that inventory at all. Now, of course, like anything, there are going to be pros and cons, so we need to look at these, we need to weigh them all up and know exactly what we're dealing with. So let's start by taking a look at the pros. So first, we have no more boxes in stock. So using a prep centre means you won't have boxes and stock all over the home or the office. Now, if you're anything like me, you won't keep everything in one place. I intend to just do my prepping in the office, but before you know it, I've moved into the kitchen, to the lounge, to the hallway. I end up with stock absolutely everywhere. Now, it's also not just the stock, but it's all the storage and prepping materials. So you've got the racking, the poly bags, tape, labels. There can be a lot to store. So for this reason, using a prep centre makes so much sense. Then we have no need to purchase prep or shipping items. So if we're not prepping and shipping items, we can save on the cost of all those things we just mentioned. So things like the boxes, poly bags, tape, bubble wrap, it all adds up. There'd be no need to stock any of this. So again, we can save on all that storage space. Now, this could also give us more time for other tasks. Now, I can only imagine all the time I would save if I was sending everything into a prep centre. So I spend a lot of my time prepping and sending items into Amazon, as well as other work commitments and being a busy mum. So I need all the time I can get. Now, this would save a lot of hours in my week. Not only would it give me a bit more time, but perhaps a little bit more freedom as well and a little bit more downtime. So there'd be no more removing labels, prepping items, polybagging, boxing, all of this would be done for you. And then potentially we have less stress. Because sometimes I can find it really overwhelming. If I've got a lot of stock, a lot of boxes laying around the house, I need to get all of that sorted. I need to get those shipments sent in before I can concentrate on anything else, so I need a nice clean space to work within. If I could outsource all this prepping and all that shipment, I think it would alleviate a lot of stress and it would give me perhaps a little bit more time to spend with the family as well. But as I said before, everything has advantages and disadvantages, so let's take a look at the cons as well. So firstly, we may have delivery discrepancies. Now, whilst you are saving time prepping those shipments, you are still going to need to track your products, and there may be times where you come up against delivery discrepancies. So who is to blame here? Have the prep centre missed items out of the box, or have Amazon lost items? You're going to need to find out who's at fault, and this in itself could take up an awful lot of your time. Now, you're also going to have an increase in your costs. Now, using a prep centre is going to increase your cost for every single item, and this will make every deal less profitable. So we need to weigh this up, see what the cost per item is, and see if it is worth doing. Now, if I'm looking at various prep centres around the UK, we're looking at around 50 pence per item. Now, when I'm sending in 100 items at a time and they're only small items, this seems like a lot of money. Even with the most time-consuming bundles, I can get my children to do this in a couple of hours. So when I weigh up £5 an hour to 50p per item, this is a huge expense for me. What we really need to think about is what we want the most. So do we want that potentially stress-free, tidy home and office with no items all over the place? Or do we want to keep our costs as low as we possibly can whilst we're building our business up? Now, there's certainly advantages to both, and I realise that I am very lucky to have family that can help me out when I need it, so this can make it a very difficult decision. So I've definitely thought about moving to a prep centre, but for now I think I'm going to carry on as I am, use all the help I can get. That'll help to alleviate those stress levels, give me a little bit more time to build that business up. Then perhaps at some point in the future I can reevaluate and see if a prep centre is the way forward. So I'd love to hear your feedback if you're using a prep centre or if you've used one in the past. So has it saved you in time? How are you finding the costings, or did it work out too expensive for you? Please do let me know in the comments. It'd be great to know how you've got on, and perhaps this will help me as well make that decision in the future. So that is it for today, but thank you very much for watching and I'll hopefully see you soon. Bye bye.